Happy New Year, Gemini! How are all my Geminis doing? I hope you've been having a happy and safe New Year. So we're gonna pull some tarot cards to see what my Geminis can expect throughout the month of January of 2024. Also, I've got videos up for each of the zodiac signs and the astrology predictions for the whole year, along with a mini tarot read. That's a general reading for what to expect throughout the whole year, so be sure to check those out if you're interested. Alright, what do we have for Gemini? Alright, so for overall energy, we've got the High Priestess. So I think that a lot of you right now are quietly working on your goals, maybe quietly diving into some kind of project. You're doing something productive for your own growth, especially spiritual. A lot of you may be having some kind of epiphany or some type of spiritual awakening this month. And it's also reminding you to keep your goals to yourself. Sometimes the people that are asking you questions about what you've got going on, some of them genuinely care. Some of them are just being nosy, So pay attention to how they are with other people. If they come to you talking smack about everybody where they act super cool to their face, they're doing it to you too. So I don't know if that applies, that maybe your story, take what resonates. So we've also got the World card in the reverse, so I think the problem is, Gemini, a karmic cycle needs to come to a close. There are people that maybe you need to cut off right now, that you've realized that maybe you can't trust so much, because they run their mouth about everybody else and know everyone's business, and then they're asking you unnecessary details about your life. It makes you a little bit suspicious. I mean, they may or may not be able to do anything with that information anyways, but, that's not really the kind of person that you want in your life if they're not genuine. And we've got the Devil card in the reverse, so I think that you've distanced yourself. The devil is still lurking, but you're keeping him at bay right now because you've put a little bit of distance between you and this group of people or this person. And we've got the King of Pentacles in the reverse. This could have to do with the work situation. It could have to do with somebody being greedy as far as finances go. So in the recent past, I feel like a lot of you started a brand new job or a new venture with money. Maybe you got a promotion. Maybe somebody was being nosy, trying to find out how much you make, and being dramatic, or like maybe being salty that you're making more than they are, something along those lines. Could be sibling rivalry. I do feel a vibe like it's a workplace situation type of energy. What else do we have? What is in the near future for my Geminis? It could even be like a chat group online. Everybody has a different social structure. There's a few things it could be. I feel like these two cards want to come out here. So we've got the King of Cups in the upright, and we've got the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. So that kind of goes hand in hand with that King of Pentacles that I pulled a little earlier. I might have accidentally said Queen of Pentacles, and I was talking about greed. Well, that's exactly what the Six of Pentacles in the reverse is. So that verifies you may be dealing with somebody that's greedy or feels entitled somehow. So you may be, if this is talking about a love situation, and you've recently broken up or split it off, divorced, split with somebody, whether it's a friend or a lover, I think you're healing from it and thinking to yourself, I don't want to repeat this again. I want to stay away from people that are going to do the same thing, because if you don't heal, you're going to attract the same types of cycles, same a-hole, same biatch, different body. I've said that a bunch of different times, so I feel like you realize this, and once you've done a little bit of healing, I feel like the next person coming towards you, if we're talking about a love situation, we've got the King of Cups. Finally, somebody who's emotionally immature. Somebody who's emotionally mature. And they may be a little bit older than you. You may possibly be interested in somebody that's a little older than you, that's a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. You could be coming out of something with someone that's a toxic earth sign too, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. The signs don't have to match, but if it happens to be, it's just a little extra verification. The zodiac signs really aren't that important as far as the energy goes. It's about the energy and the character that indicates who and what you're dealing with here. So, let's see, what else do we have for Gemini? So you are represented by the Ace of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, this is not the time for a new relationship. There's delays in emotional new beginnings. So that kind of verifies it that, give yourself a little bit of time to heal, and then you're going to have some really big blessings coming towards you. Oh, very nice. With the Nine of Cups in the upright, the Nine of Cups is the epitome of emotional independence. And the way that you get your emotional independence is from healing. So if you've been dealing with this toxic situation, you may need a minute to chill, let yourself heal, become emotionally independent, and then, you've got stronger boundaries that way. Then that same cycle that wants to come towards you, you won't even be interested in it at all. The types of people you're attracted to will change. The little things that you didn't look at before look like red flags now, where the slightest hint of something not being right, you go, when before, you didn't even think anything of it. Like, I think that this year, this month even, and even just recently, you're going to be doing a lot of healing towards your emotional independence. We've got the Ace of Swords in the reverse. So if you've been thinking, should I tell this toxic person off? You can if you want to, but I think that it's just a waste of your energy at this point. Let people do what they want to do, and they'll show you what they'd rather do. It's like talking to a brick wall with this toxic person you've been dealing with. There's no point in telling them anything, and you do not need their permission or closure in order for you to move on and be done with their crap. And as far as future actions go, Two of Cups in the reverse. If you were wondering, should you have hope for this person or this situation, I don't think so. I think you're too good for them. You're vibrating on a completely different level than they are. Maybe when you got together, you both were here and you were a vibrational match. You evolved, and they just kind of stayed where they were. And maybe they evolved a little bit, but not enough to be close to where you are, and it's just not a match anymore. And what is the outcome for my Geminis? Okay, we've got the Page of Swords in the reverse. So this person watches your social media. They try to find out through other friends and other connections what you're up to. The Page of Swords in the reverse is like the card that represents why talk when you can stalk. So maybe they've been having like a standoff with you where they're like, oh, I'm not gonna talk to Gemini. I'm gonna make Gemini have to come to me first. Think Gemini cares? Maybe, but they're not gonna show it. They're just gonna go on and do their thing like they were going to anyways. Yeah, they're watching you, and if you're happy in a relationship right now, and none of this applies to them, this may be talking about an ex that might be running their mouth, and really, who cares? What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do about it? Nothing. And then we've got the Two of Pentacles in the reverse, so I feel like this month, you are going to be a little bit burnt out and exhausted. A little bit is an understatement. Could be from work, could be about the drama connected to this situation. I feel like you're gonna be burnt out and like having decision fatigue. And I think like maybe the last month's reading or the one before, I think it was my Geminis that were having a tough time with having decision fatigue. It's burnt you out and you're tired of it. So that is it for my Geminis. I hope you have a great rest of your day, a great rest of your night, a wonderful month of January, and a happy new year. And also be sure to check out my other videos with the astrology predictions for the signs and the tarot mini reads for the general predictions of the year. Thank you so much for watching, Gemini.